Welcome to my new Blender course. In this step-by-step beginner-friendly series, we'll create this true-to-scale minifigure replica using precision modeling techniques. Now let's dive into part 9, creating the PBR materials. To create the materials, let's go back to the shading workspace. As we don't need the UV align material, just click here to remove it. Now click on New to add a new material and rename it Skin. For the materials, we're going to need 4 nodes. Press Shift+A to add, go to Texture, and add an image texture node. This one will be for the color map. Press Shift+D to duplicate it for the mask map, and Shift+R to duplicate again for the bump map. Press Shift+A to add, go to Color, and add a Mix Color node. This one will be used to mix the color map with the base color using the mask map. Press Shift+A to add, go to Vector, and add a bump node. Now press Shift+D to duplicate it. This one will be used to simulate the height of both bump map and the noise texture. Press Shift+A to add, go to Texture, and add a noise texture node. This one will be used to simulate plastic texture. Now let's load the maps and connect these nodes to create the material. On the first image texture node, click on Open and load the color map. Connect the color socket to the Mix Color A. On the second image texture node, click on Open, load the mask map, and set it to non-color. Connect the color socket to the Mix Factor. The factor controls the amount of mixing between colors A and B. The black parts of the mask will output as color A, and the white parts as color B. On color B, let's set it to a skin tone. For mine, I set the hex code to FCC39E. Now connect the mix result to the principal shader's base color. On the third image texture node, click on Open, load the bump map, set it to non-color, and connect the color socket to the first bump node's height. Set the noise texture scale to 500 and connect the effect socket to the second bump node's height. Set the first bump strength to 0.5 and connect the normal socket to the second bump node's normal. Set the second bump strength to 0.05 and connect the normal socket to the principal shader's normal. To make this material a bit shinier, let's set the roughness value to 0.2. And to make it a bit translucent, expand the subsurface tab. Here I'll set the value to 1 and the scale to 2 mm. The first material is complete. We just need to create 2 more. But as all of them share the same apps, we just need to duplicate it and change the base color. Click this arrow next to slot 1 and click the plus sign to add a new slot. Now click here to browse material and select the skin material. The skin material is now on both slots, and we need to unlink it. Click this tool to make it a single user copy and rename it Jacket. Now we can set the base color for this material. As I want this to have the same blue as the map, I'm going to choose the same hex code. Just keep in mind when creating yours. On color B, let's set the jacket's color. For mine, I set the hex code to 0099D4. Now just repeat the same steps to create another material for the pants. And on the color B, I'll set the hex code to 678297, which is the same I have used on the color map. Now let's assign these materials to their corresponding parts of the mesh. Select the jacket material, and on the 3D viewport, press Tab to go to Edit mode. Enable vertex selection, and select the torso in both arms. Now click this arrow next to slot 2 and click Assign. Select the pants material, go to 3D viewport, and select the hips and both legs. Now click this arrow next to slot 3 and click Assign. On 3D viewport, press Tab to exit edit mode, go to Render Properties, and enable Ray Tracing. This part here took me some time to figure how to fix. Throughout the creation of this course, I wasn't getting this weird shading issue. You can see it here, and here where we did the smooth vertices on the torso. These ugly shadings all around and only appeared after the materials. I have tried a lot of things to solve it, and it turns out the fix was quite simple. Just select the jacket material and set the mask map interpolation to cubic. And now we can see the ugly shadings gone. And with that, we finished part 9. The next one will be the last one, part 10, rigging for animation. If you're still here, it means you are liking the content of this course. This took me a lot of time and planning to make it, so please consider subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it, and leave a comment. It's fast, simple, and most important, it's free. Thanks a lot for watching and see you on the next one. Bye bye.